And before I show you guys the news and tell you about this, I needed to show you this amazing concept art that the Xbox Pope has created for the Gears of War Series X. Just look how amazing he has made this. It looks absolutely amazing with the controller, with the Omen. Honestly, this looks like it could be an actual thing, and if this is, massive props to Xbox Pope. Yo, how's it going, everyone? Rawr here, and today, as you can see, we are looking at the Gears of War Twitter right now, and also Xbox themselves has just tweeted out some excellent news for the Gears of War franchise, and also for the future of gaming, which is the Xbox Series X. Xbox is coming out this summer in 2020, so I'm really stoked about that. I'm really looking forward to it, and I think this is going to be an evolution of the gaming. I mean, this is huge. We're going to be getting games that can be supported up to 120 frames per second. We're going to look at this more in detail by going into this link and checking out a few of the actual things that they've talked about and what they are trying to do. And yeah, man, I'm excited about this. If anything it's related to Gears of War, then I'm excited, and anything that benefits Xbox users, that's even better news, because I know a lot of people have this controversy of crossplay and they also do enjoy it at the same time, but there's that advantage that the PC's got, because they can have that field of view and they can also have that frames per second advantage. But yeah, man, let me check this out. So as you can see here from the background here, this is basically a closer look. You can see the graphics card, the CPU, the fan. It all comes to one to make this excellent device, which is the new Xbox X Series. So a few months ago, this Xbox Series X was announced, and they said that this is going to be the fastest, most powerful, most coolest design that they've ever made into the new generation of gaming. This is also going to be at a very reasonable price. It's going to compare to PCs, even lower end PCs. So that is actually a really good thing, and this is the next step to the gaming console. So I'm actually really excited about this, because as an Xbox user myself, like, I've never went into the gaming side of PC. I've always stuck to my console gaming. I'm stuck in my roots. I like my hand on the controller and playing my game, and keeping PC for editing, streaming, and that kind of stuff. But I do know lots of people out there that do both. I know a lot of people that keep certain games for certain games, like to play on different high ends for some games and like story modes for Xbox, and vice versa. Obviously, the wonderful thing with the Game Pass and Windows gaming and stuff, you can do both on your same account. So that is obviously a bonus. But you've got one of these brand new Xboxes that has got the best technology, the power and the speed, and I'm going to be going for that, like, I'm going to be having that best Xbox, so I can still do my console gaming and I can still be at the high end with these PC players. So that is also another awesome thing. They talk about the look, they talk about the controller, the new things like that. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the actual Xbox specs itself, guys. You can read here yourself. I'll put the link down below. I do just want to get involved and get reading into what they're saying about the Gears of War 5 and what's going to be happening with the new console that comes out. But you guys can see here, today gamers are demanding more games to be running at 60 frames per second. So the Xbox team knew that they had to build this next generation console so they could run all games at 4K 60 frames per second. You can see here that they have been supporting up to 120 frames for the most demanding and most competitive games. While they believe the resolution and the frame rate are correct decisions, they're left in the hands of the title developers themselves, and the team wanted to ensure that the system that they've built is going to be able for all these blockbuster games coming out, for the competitive esports and for the independent creators making amazing games. So we can see here what they've actually inputted into this console, and you can see here that they have long-term partnership with the chip maker AMD. So they're going to be working away with that. With 15 years ago that they created the 360. You can see here these guys had a semi custom product and technology that was working at the AMD. But obviously, due to all the upgrades and the demand that is needed nowadays, is that the large part of the raw power is custom designed processor, which is an 8-core AMD Zen 2 CPU and an RDNA 2 class GPU. This is the next level of consoles, and this is going to be up there with the best, and this is going to be hard to beat, man, for a while. I think this is going to be, for a few years at least, up here with the top. Obviously when PS5 comes out, they'll be trying to compete like this. There's always that 50-50 split, PlayStation community and the Xbox community. But the wonderful thing is, man, it's just, we've got this generation right now. We are seeing the best consoles and the best looking games that we've ever seen. So I mean, we're very lucky to be in this generation right now. Got a little video here just showing you the inside of kind of how it's put together and how it expands. And this is the first picture that we saw at the start of the clip. But we can read here, guys, what it says here. It's got all the information of what is inside this absolute beast. The CPU is an 8-core, 3.8 gigs custom Zen 2 CPU. The GPU is a 12 T-flops, 52 CUs. You can see all the sizes, the process, the memory is 16 gig, got a huge 1 terabyte internal storage. It's also got the expandable storage for a 1 terabyte expansion card. The external storage, USB 3.2 external HDD support. It's got 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray hard drive, and it's also got the performance target 4K 60 frames per second in up to 120 frames per second, which is amazing, guys. This is what we needed, and this is also going to be amazing for the next upcoming games, and also some games that are out right now which can be upscaled double. So they've got a little picture here, 50-50, to see what it's like with the ray tracing off, and then you can have it on. Now you guys can compare this, and it is actually mind-blowing just what a couple of bits of light and a bit of technology can do. So that is just one little thing, and that's Minecraft. So just imagine the ones that are more high scaled. It's going to be absolutely crazy. But yeah, man, you can see by reading this, I will put all this down so you guys can read this. So what I want to read, guys, is this little article here that they've got. The technical director, which is Mike Rayner, him and his team are trying to optimize Gears of War 5 for the Xbox Series X. They've showcased a little technical demo of Gears of War 5 powered by the Unreal Engine for the Xbox X to the Xbox Series X, showing you the comparison. Now this is the full PC ultra spec settings, which is going to be higher resolution textures and higher resolution volumetric fog, as well as 50% higher particle count. As this is going to be showing it in 30 frames per second, and this is also going to be showing it in 60 frames per second. So if we scroll down here a little bit, you can see the Xbox One X is normal, and then the Xbox Series X, it's just a huge difference, an absolute huge difference. The sharpness, the colors, the grittiness, the darkness, it's just all there, man. And you can really see the pinpoint, the grass, each leaf. It's just incredible, man. So I mean, this is just one little picture. Just imagine going through the whole campaign or playing multiplayer games at 120 frames per second. It's absolutely crazy, and that, especially for Gears of War, like that is what I'm really looking forward to, is playing this game on 120 frames per second on the Xbox. That will be crazy. Rayner has also announced that they have managed to get the game running at 100 frames per second, but they're also working on implementing 120 frames per second for gameplay for multiplayer modes, giving players the experience that they've never had on a console before. So guys, what they've said is this has only taken them a few weeks to do, so that is awesome news. You can see here as well, guys, the Xbox Series X optimized version of Gears of War 5 will be available on the Series X launch, which players will get this free if you've already got the game, and I suppose that if you've got the Game Pass as well, that will still count. As long as you've got it downloaded, you should be fine to go if you jump on your Xbox Series X. As they say here, guys, every millisecond matters. So the fast input scanning, the latency pipeline, and the HDMI 2.1 gaming all comes in, and from your controller, when you click something, the instant reaction it has going through to your Xbox into your sight, what you can see on your monitor, this is the quickest it's ever going to be. So this is another awesome step that they've taken. I've got a picture here, the Ultimate Edition, looking absolutely amazing on the Xbox Series X. Obviously they've managed to ramp up this game because it is a remaster and they've managed to get the best out of this game, so it will look even better on the Series X. So yeah guys, I just wanted to go over this and quickly look at this and just look at the specs and just look at all the information that they've provided today about this brand new console that's coming out this summer. Guys, I'm absolutely gassed about this and I cannot wait to get my hands on this so I can play Gears of War 5 in 120 frames per second, and even other games as well, like Call of Duty and maybe Halo when it comes out. And there's plenty of games that are going to be coming out, story modes that I would love to indulge into and just play at such high end like a PC player would get, and get to see and feel what they feel. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Just a little bit of news information about the brand new Xbox Series X and a little bit about Gears of War 5 for the future. But guys, thank you for listening. Hope you had a good day, and I'll speak to you guys in the next video. Peace out.